I'm tired of getting my ass kicked by the world around me. You heard about me, this rapper flowing so fast that this could be fake for all that we know. All this money causing these souls, they're gonna go a long way to try to expose the fake, fake the truth to be whole. It's looking like dead meat. You could be the next dead beast. I'm trying to eat while they fit, hit them in the head with the hot flow, that red heat. I can't wait till my bread reach on low level. It's been a slice. Every day I sacrifice my peace of mind for a different life. No more drama, I ain't stressed. Everything wonderful.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets record the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Fans, please remain standing for, okay, never mind, nope, all right. Thank you to our respective fans and sponsors for making this match possible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some rugby?
I'll stay for a little bit. Good. Okay, good. How much time do you need? Yes.
Welcome everybody. Okay.
That's so cool. How did you know you can see it? I probably post a lot. All over.
Yeah, that's right.
It's so dang, like this is so cool that you get to do this here. Oh my goodness, that wasn't great actually.
Welcome, rugby fans, to the first annual Rampage Cup featuring Abilene Christian and the Chihuahua Gananes U23s. My name is GiftTime Belu, here with the GiftTime Rugby Network, about to present to you an amazing game today. And let you guys know, the team in black is going to be the Abilene Christian University, and team in white will be the Gananes. We'll put up the starting line. We'll have the starting lineup for you. Just for Abilene Christians kicking off, we have Jonathan Ricks at 1, Jeremy Hash, Ryan Jordan at 3, wearing number 25, Aaron Pokluda at 4, wearing number 20, Chris Palmer at 5, Clayton Pala at 6, number 7, Link Emerald, number 8, O'Day Wariad, wearing number 24, number 9, Colt Juarez, number 10, Adrian Escobedo, number 11, Keaton Brewster, number 12, Trace Cox, number 13, Brian Switzenberg, number 14, Shane Sargent, and number 15, Juan Escobedo. Ball is kicked off, and it will go out into touch. You want to? Oh, I can. I can absolutely do that. No. It's recording, so. All right, so we got a line out going to the Gananes as Abilene Christian kicked it out into touch. It's going to be down near the 20 mark. Ball thrown into the line out and recovered by ACU. It is taken back to Gananes. Gananes are trying to cut it inside, and it is taken down. Have great defense by this ACU team. Great push. And it's going to be a penalty advantage going to the Gananes, not rolling away from the tackle. And the ball is going to go out into touch, and it'll be taken just outside the 30-meter mark, yard mark. We'll go with either. Never worry about correcting me. Please correct me. And the ball is thrown back out and recovered by ACU. That is recovered by Link Emmerd, the forwards captain. ACU trying to find space up the middle, down inside the try zone. And it's going to be a penalty advantage, diving into the ruck against ACU. What is it, Gananes? The Gananes will take it and kick it out into touch. Gananes. All right. The Gananes will have it in touch. They will get the line out. Number 6, Alan Herverwitz will be putting the ball in for the Gananes. And it is recovered, taken down immediately. Pokluda taking it down, going another 5 meters. Nice pickup by number 1, Jonathan Ricks, as he's taken down into the crash, into the ruck. ACU trying to get it out the ruck. Great aggressive play by the Gananes. Did I say it right? Okay. And it looks like we're going to have a scrum advantage going to... So there'll be a scrum advantage going to ACU. Going to be put in by number 9, Colton Juarez. Ball is put in and picked up by the 8-man. As he's taking it in, crashing through, breaking down, and losing the ball backward. It'll still remain ACU possession. Looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to ACU offsides against the Gananes. And balls crash through. A nice crash by ACU. Trying to set up for a try, and it's going to be a penalty against ACU. So it's going to be a penalty advantage to the Gananes as they take the scrum advantage. Ball's in. And it looks like it's going to be another scrum advantage going to the Gananes. It looks like there was some misplay inside the scrum. Ball's put in. And it's stolen, and it will be trying to determine what the ref will be calling on this scrum. Looks like it's going to be a scrum advantage going to ACU. And 8-man pickup. That is Ode Warde. Great defense by the Gananes team. Another crashing play using those locks. Chris Palmer on the play. Nice shift back inside. ACU trying to open up some room inside, and Gananes are able to steal the ball on the knock-on. Ball taken out wide. And great defense as ACU tackles them out into touch. Pokluda sets up to put in for the line out. Yeah, so not worth it. No. Hello, hello. Can they hear now? This is probably better. All right. Can you guys hear me down there? All right, perfect. No? ACU taking it out. Ball going out wide. And we have a little bit of a drop back, but ACU able to recover, and it's going to be a knock-on advantage going to the Gananes. Gananes setting up for another scrum inside their own territory. Looks like we have a little bit of an issue when it comes to the connecting with the props, but it looks like we should have it reset. You have to make sure you are holding, whenever the props are there, you have to make sure they're holding connect correctly. It's a safety issue now. A little bit of issues with the ball, but looks like we're gonna have another penalty. Rest talking with Chihuahua. And it looks like it's a penalty advantage is to ACU. No yellow cards, just some warnings. And big hit, big crash by ACU. Great defense by Chihuahua. Still in it. And it looks like we have a diving in penalty. It's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. And a nice kick. Looks like we're going to have another penalty advantage. It's going to go to Chihuahua as unable to kick it out into the middle touch, getting it way deep down inside ACU territory. Looks like we have a bit of a kicking game here. It is a forward's nightmare, but a back's dream. Pokluda trying to take the ball in himself. Still breaking tackles, still on his feet. ACU able to take the ball in. It looks like it'll be Juan Escobedo kicking out into touch off the penalty. And nice inside Chihuahua territory. ACU able to recover. Nice crash by the big prop, taking him down, showing him how it works. That's some Rhino rugby right there. Nice little dummy, taken in. Little offset pass. Good recovery by ACU. There's been some aggressive rugby played so far, and you definitely have to love this kind. It's what we play the sport for. We don't want injuries, and it needs to be a little bit of a softening of the penalties, but hey, sometimes this is the way it goes, and we can't get mad at it. Looks like we're going to have a scrum advantage. It's going to go to ACU. Nice push by ACU, picked up by Warade. Taking it out wide. Great movement. ACU showing a lot of aggression on this final play, and it looks like we're going to have another penalty against ACU. Correction, it's a penalty against Chihuahua. ACU will get it. Try and utilize this into their favor. Looks like we have a bit of an injury on the field. We never like seeing these. This is the part of rugby that never really works well. Unfortunately, it's a component of the game. can't tell who that is exactly. Uh, Clayton Pala, it seems to be coming out the field. Looks like he's still able to walk under his own strength, so that's always a positive. Looks like ACAU trying to crash it in themselves. And it's down for the score. Great play by this ACU team, crashing it through, utilizing their forwards properly. You know who that was? With the long hair? Number 15, Juan Escobedo, putting up the first score of the day for ACU. Oh. Correction, that is, I'm sorry, Colton Juarez, who put it in for ACU. Juan Escobedo setting up for the conversion. And the conversion is no good. It's going to maintain 5-0. ACU up on the Gananes. Rafael Chavez for Chihuahua will be kicking off, and the ball is up. Great recovery by ACU, trying to find space in between and taking down. Nice offload to Pokluda. Bit of a high tackle, but it is nice dummy by the prop. That is by the 8-man Ode Warde, showing what loose flankers can do. Great play action by this ACU team, cutting through the middle. That is number 13, Brian Switzenberg. ACU still using that aggression, taking down inside the 5. Another big play and lost forward. It looks like it's going to be a knock-on. It's going to be Chihuahua ball just at the 5. What a great effort by this ACU team, just using all their momentum to just crash it and smash it down the field. That's some blue-collar rugby right there. Pushing in, and Chihuahua just able to pooch kick it out of their try zone. Recovered by ACU. Ball's taken out wide, getting it out to the loose forward. Nice spin, and Ramu still on his feet, up and over. Oh, nice aggression by this back line for ACU. Precluder coming in. Nice defense by Chihuahua as they take him down. Gotta love the effort for this Chihuahua defense. They have been a big bend but not break defense. But ACU is constantly finding space. Great dummy, taking it out. And the recovery try by Switzenberg. Getting it in for the scorer. You know, you can't beat a good recovery try. Whenever you make your mistake, it's not about what you do in the mistake, it's how you react. And Switzenberg said, look, I'm not done yet. Give me the ball. He got it out, and boom, taken in. Great play. Great play by this ACU team. Juan Escobedo will look to try and get this conversion. Gotta love the assist by Trey Cox, looking to do the dummy pass against the lock and getting it out to Switzenberg for that score. Escobedo makes the conversion. This was a whole play of recovery. ACU up 12-0. And we have kickoff. ACU recovering it. Trying to find space in the ruck. Trying to get it out to the outside. Cox with another dummy play. Getting it out. Nice spin and taken down at the 50. Looks like we have a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Nice little pass out, trying to find space, not wanting to take the kick. Getting it out to the edge, trying to find space, and great hit by this big ACU team, not letting anybody through. ACU will get the line out deep inside Chihuahua territory. Precluder set to put the ball in for the line out. And it looks like it's going to go straight to the prop. Nice little recovery. Not a recovery, nice push. We're getting it down deep, trying to find space. Another big crash by the number 7. That is Link Edward. I'm sorry, Emerd. Cox finding space on the outside. Trying to get it in before it goes into touch. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Penalty advantage going to Chihuahua on the not rollout by ACU. Looks like we're going to have a little bit more penalty on the talk back. Got to love a little bit of jawing in between any kind of play. But you got to be careful. You don't want to hurt your team with it. It looks like Rafael Chavez taking the ball in. Looks like they wanted to do the forward crash. Great defense by this ACU team. And a big old hit by ACU. Chihuahua able to find some space on the edge. Nice little dummy play inside. And a great attempt by Chihuahua, trying to cut it through, trying to open up some space so they can get it out to the outside. Scrum advantage going to ACU. Juarez looking to put the ball in. ACU's done such a great job in finding space with their backs. They've been really well in using their forwards to crash down the middle, just wear down the defense. Getting it back out to Cox. Cox trying to cut through, slips back on his feet. Nice behind the back pass by Emmert. Switzenberg trying to show more of that bullish effort he's been doing all game. Cox recovering, getting it out to Warde. ACU manages to keep it inside the touch line. Switzenberg, nice big push by Switzenberg. Get it out to the edge, and a great try. Try, Keaton Brewster. Assist by Brian Switzenberg. ACU getting up. That is 17-0, middle of the first half. You've got to appreciate really good play like that. Yeah, it's something that you have to have great awareness of your teammates and not to mention a lot of trust. And you can see this ACU team has a lot of trust in the back line. Being able to find that space, especially with the no-look pass, it might be a little flashy, but you know what? What's sports if you can't flash out a little bit? Juan Escobedo setting up for the kick. And the kick is good. ACU 19, Chihuahua 0. Great kick by Juan. He's been on a roll since missing his first one. Back-to-back makes from the corner at that, which is a very tough shot by all means. So give proper credit. Looks like Chihuahua will set themselves up for a kickoff as ACU gets ready for the recovery. Great kick. And recovered by Emmerd. Juarez getting it back out to Pocluda as he crashes down, gain of 5. Juarez finding space out to the backs. Great kick by the fly half. And it's lost forward, recovered by Cox. Cox has open field. It's 1-on-2. Nothing but space as Cox goes in for the diving play. Try. Trey Cox. ACU starting to run away with this as they go up 24-0. 2-0 before the conversion. You've got to watch out for those plays, and that's the catch-22 when it comes to handling the ball. You have to be able to see it through, or else those knock-ons can come back to haunt you. Escobedo setting up for his fourth try of the half, for his fourth conversion of the half. And the conversion is no good. Score is ACU 24, Chihuahua 0. Chihuahua will set up for the conversion. So Chihuahua will set up for the kick. And kick is off. Recovered by Ebert. Another behind the back pass. Showing a little bit of that flashy, and it's going to be a penalty. Penalty advantage to ACU, high tackle against Chihuahua. Escobedo with the kick, trying to get it out into touch. And he gets it out into touch. It's going to be just inside the 50, inside Chihuahua territory. Ref talking with the captain, letting him know what is going on. Pokluda set to put the ball into touch. Correction, put the ball into the lineout. And Gananes have able to recover. Chihuahua trying to find space after stealing the ball out the lineout. Trying to open it up to the backs. Great tackle by Switzberg. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty. Penalty advantage to Chihuahua. Offsides against ACU. And Chihuahua gets the kick and gets it out into touch, deep inside ACU territory. Nice pass into Chihuahua, and it goes back out into touch. It'll be ACU possession. Looks like there was some miscommunication on the ball going out to touch, so it'll be a scrum advantage going to Chihuahua. Looks like we have some communication on the touch, so it's going to be a scrum advantage going to Chihuahua. Got some funny play happening here. You always got to make sure the scrums are set. Safety is everything when it comes to this, especially for the front rows. So it's important for the ref to make sure that they are set, that they are not moving before the ball is in, and that they are locked in properly. Ball going out wide. Chihuahua trying to find space on the edge. Great take by the wing, and it goes into touch. It looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. High tackle against ACU. Penalty advantage to Chihuahua. High tackle against ACU. Sorry, guys. If you guys are hearing double plays, it's hitting the speakers both as well as commentating. We are a multi-talented team out here. We're making it happen for you guys. Chihuahua taking it in. Trying to find some space. Great defense by ACU as they came up to the play. Able to strip the ball out from the ruck. And it is a nice dummy by Switzberg. Still on his feet. Taking it inside Chihuahua territory. Trey Cox trying to find space, getting it out to his wing, and just unable to connect the way they want to. It's going to go out into touch. It's going to be Chihuahua ball on the line out. Chihuahua advantage on the line out. Want to take this time to thank everybody who was involved in the creation for this Rampage Cup. ACU, Abilene Christian University, thanks to the Chihuahua Gananes as they were able to come up here to El Paso. Want to thank El Paso High School for allowing us to be able to utilize their facilities. And of course, you've got to thank the sponsors, the families, friends, and all spectators who were able to make it up here and just to come enjoy this game. Looks like we're going to have another penalty advantage going to ACU as they kick it out into touch, trying to get it just inside. It looks like it'll be just inside the 10. Correction, inside the 5. Great place inside the tri-zone, near the tri-zone. ACU recovering. That is taken by Emmerd. Juarez getting it out to his fly half. And great defense by this Chihuahua team coming up quick on the crash. Quick on the tackle. Switzenberg, one stiff arm, and in for the score. Getting his second score of the day. Score, ACU, Brian Switzenberg. ACU is going to take the score up 29-0. Escobedo setting up for his 5th try of the day. 5th conversion of the day. Conversion is good. Conversion is good. ACU up 31-0. 2 minutes remaining in this half. This has been a very ACU-led half. Still anybody's game. It's never over until it's over. Nice short kick. Still recovered by ACU. Nice pickup by the forward, and it looks like we're going to have a forward pass, and it's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Looks like we have a forward pass against ACU. It will be a scrum advantage to Chihuahua. Scrum advantage. Let's see if Chihuahua can take advantage of this. Nice 8-man pickup by... Great crash by this Chihuahua team, breaking 2 tackles before going down. That was Arturo Cortez. And it's going to be a knock-on, recovered by Trey Cox, taking it out, trying to find edge, space on the edge, and big high tackle against Chihuahua, on the ACU winger. Looks like that might have been Shane Sargent. That took the clothesline, essentially. Refs talking with both captains. See, the ref is trying to let this play itself out, but you have to be real careful on those. Those are dangerous tackles. Looks like it's been an issue for both teams, so I guess this will be final warning. And it looks like that's going to be half. ACU leading this 31-0 at halftime. We'll be right back, coming with the second half of this Rampage Cup. This is GiftTime in Belu here with the GiftTime Rugby Network. .144 meters by 70 meters. 15 or 7 aside. Run or kick forward. Pass backwards. Tackle low and proper. Rugby is one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. Men and women of all ages are picking up the ball. We're entering a new generation of rugby. The GiftTime Rugby Network is here for you. We want to inform you. We want to entertain you. And we want to provide the best live coverage of rugby events that you can access. National, club, college, and under 19. GiftTime Rugby Network is here to translate rugby for you. Check us out online and don't forget to subscribe. All right, we're getting ready for the second half of this match. ACU up 31 over Chihuahua 0. ACU will be kicking off to Chihuahua will be kicking off to ACU to start the second half. Double correction. ACU will be kicking off to Chihuahua to start the second half. A little bit of funky play happening. And we start the second half. Great play by AC, kind of picking up where they left off, but it looks like we're going to have a referee call here. Looks like we're going back to the high tackles. So it's going to be a penalty advantage going to ACU. Ball's taken out to Emmerd. Emmerd finding space, still cutting up inside, and it's taken down just inside the 15. Looks like it's going to be advantage going to Chihuahua, and it was a knock-on against ACU. So it's going to be a scrum advantage going to Chihuahua. Great pickup by this ACU team, absolutely dominating on that scrum. Nice set, getting it out to Trey Cox. Trey still inside territory. Great play by Warday. Warday trying to find space as he's taken down just inside the 5, inside the 10. Big push by Pokluda. ACU is using all the aggression, using some straight-up blue-collar rugby here. Getting it out to Switzenberg. And it looks like we have another score. ACU going up. Emmer trying to set up for the conversion. And the conversion is no good. ACU up 36-0. Chihuahua is going to be kicking off to ACU. Nice kick by Chihuahua. Recovered by ACU. Still finding space. Emmerd on his feet. Trying to get it out to the edge. Great tackle by Chihuahua. You got to love it when the big man uses that fleet foot. ACU losing the ball, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to ACU. Offsides against ACU, against Chihuahua. And it looks like we have a double call by the refs. Looks like Chihuahua was not set on the penalty, and so they got tacked on an additional 10 meters. And a great deep kick by Abilene Christian, getting it inside the 5-4 of Chihuahua's territory. That is how you do a penalty kick. That's how you take it to your advantage. It's going in for the maul. Use those forwards crashing in. And try is called. That was try scored by number 25, Ryan Jordan, the prop. That's some big boy rugby right there. Score, Ryan Jordan on the maul's try. ACU goes up 41-0 before the conversion. Escobedo trying to set up for the conversion. And the conversion is good. ACU 43, Chihuahua 0. Escobedo on the conversion. And we got a tough one here. It's a tough space to be for Chihuahua, but the important thing is to make sure that you are still pushing, still fighting. Got to give Chihuahua a lot of props because one way or another, they are still coming up, making the tackles. They are still coming up, trying to make the hits. They're still trying to be able to push this ball into their favor. Nice little pooch kick. And tried to do a self-recovery, but it was just short, so it's going to be ACU possession at the 50. Looks like they're going to take a scrum advantage. So when you have a situation like that, for those who don't know, you can actually have the choice of taking the ball as a penalty, and it'll be yours to be able to run with or pass, or you go for the scrum, depending on the advantage that you like, or you can address for a re-kick. Most don't really do that. Warday taking the 8-man pickup, cutting it back inside. A nice takedown by Chihuahua. Warday with the dummy and taking it back in. Smart play, not wanting to put his team into a bad position. Pokluda with the dodge and taken down. Gain of 3. Nice kick, trying to do a pooch kick, and it goes out into touch. It's going to be Chihuahua possession inside their own territory. And Chihuahua trying to do the sneak to the prop, but it did not work. So it's going to be a turnover going to ACU. Ball's taken up by Warday. Warday breaking another tackle. Nice little dummy. Trying to find someone on the edge, and he's able to get it off to Juarez. But it looks like we're going to have a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Chihuahua trying to find space. Nice crash down inside. Trying to take it out to the edge and unable to. Wow, nice little offload by the Chihuahua player. Not always the safest decision, but, if it works, it works. A little bit of a no-look pass and kick. This is a backs territory as it did not go out into touch. And it looks like we're going to have a little pooch kick that goes out into touch. So it'll be Chihuahua's possession, barring a penalty on the line out. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty. It looks like it's going to be going to ACU. Looks like it's going to be a scrum advantage going to ACU. Ball was not thrown in straight. Looks like there's a little bit of heated action going down on the field of play. Unfortunately, this is kind of the catch-22 whenever frustration starts to build in, and people get sensitive in there. That's just contact. Luckily, it's not a personal. It's nothing personal. It typically is not personal, and usually it can be dealt with after the game. But you're hot. You're frustrated. You want to just try and get something done, and you want to be able to push where you can. So, no harm, no foul. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty advantage going to ACU. Looks like there was too much of a scrum issue. Like some screwy play underneath the scrum. Ball goes out deep inside Chihuahua territory. Chihuahua trying to find space. And it looks like they'll be taken out into touch. So it's going to be a line out going to ACU. Nice recovery by Chihuahua. What a great play as he's in open space. Trying to just find a little bit of help, taken down inside the 5. Biggest break play for Chihuahua. On the Aaron pass off the line out. But it looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to ACU, as Chihuahua was a little bit high into tackling whenever on the finished play. Gotta appreciate really great effort like that. That was Andreas Delgado on the bursting play. And another lost ball on the lineout. Chihuahua able to recover. Nice little step. Got to show some wiggle action there whenever you're in the backs. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty, high tackle. Having a lot of high tackles. That's more of a discipline issue than it is really a technique. You got to make sure you're getting below the chest and lower. Ball going out into touch. Still inside ACU territory. Just outside the 20. Just inside the 20. Chihuahua trying to go for the short, and it is lost, so it's going to be a scrum advantage going to ACU. Ball was knocked forward on the line-out throw-in. Looks like we're going to have some substitutions. Looks like number 16, Anthony Paso, will be coming in. Great playing by this ACU team. Looks like that was Ryan Jordan coming off the field. Great plays by him getting at least one try on the day. ACU puts the ball in. Another big push on the scrum. And nice little pooch kick. With the bounce back. If that's not how you want a kick to go, and a great run by Juarez, trying to find space up the edge, taking it in. And it looks like we're going to have a diving into the ruck, so it's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. going to be a reset on the penalty as ACU was not back 10 enough. The referee, you have to get back 10 and quickly or you will lose space. So this is a loss of 20 for some diving into the ruck. And a nice interception by ACU as they're able to get the ball out the line out. Looks like that was Emmerd. Emmerd has been everywhere in this game today, showing what it means to be the forwards captain. Juarez trying to find space on the outside. Nice recovery by number 32 for Chihuahua. Nice tackle by ACU, just preventing the score. And it's in! Chihuahua gets their first score of the day. Chihuahua getting the score. It is 41-5. Chihuahua with the conversion, setting up for the conversion. And the conversion is no good, and the ball is out into the streets. Score remains 43-5, ACU up in the second half. You gotta love it though. Chihuahua is still putting up the fight late in this game, and that's what you want from a team. You always gotta play hard because at this point you're trying to find out what your mistakes are, and you're trying to be able to get used to the pattern, get some of the guys more work. This Chihuahua team is still a young team. They've still been newly formed, so there's a lot that they can be able to learn. And look, this is just part of the process. This is why we play the game, so that you get better each and every time. ACU kicking off. And it goes straight out into touch, which means it's going to be a Chihuahua possession. Looks like they're either going to go on the line out or they're going to go on the scrum, and it looks like they will be taking the scrum at the 50. Looks like there's a bit of confusion. Ref is trying to explain it out. Looks like Chihuahua is going to go with the line out. Once again, want to take the time to thank Abilene Christian and Chihuahua Gananes in play. Chihuahua able to recover the ball. Nice little dummy. And still on his feet, trying to break a tackle, showing great heart. Taken down inside ACU territory. Gotta love this fight. Nice score always helps uplift the team. ACU looks like they have stolen the ball on the ruck. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Chihuahua taking the kick. Ooh, and a big hit by Warday, taking down the prop. That looks like that one hurt. It looks like he's back on his feet. He can't beat that. And it looks like we're having a little mishap on the play. It's going to be a knock-on against Chihuahua, and a scrum advantage going to ACU. Nice dummy. Trying to find space. Taken down. Brian Schwarzenberg trying to get a little bit of action, getting it out to Trey Cox. And it looks like we're going to have obstruction against ACU. So it looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage to Chihuahua. Ivan Manasuza taking the ball in. Gotta love some big boy rugby. And it looks like we have another penalty. Another high tackle. Looks like we're going to have another captain's talk about this same issue. The ref is definitely trying to let this game play out, but they are not making it easy for him with this high tackle. Trey Cox finding space and taken down into 40. Another forward crash by ACU, trying to weaken out that defense, open it up on the outside. Warday still with the dummy, just getting knocked down at the last second. Nice little elusiveness, but it looks like we're going to have a forward pass against ACU. Looked like that was some solid awareness, trying to get it out to Shane Sargent, but it just was a no-go. Looks like we're going to have a free kick going to ACU. Issues with the scrum just consisting and just coalescing to this point. Free kick means ACU will have the chance to move the ball as they will, but not be able to kick it out into touch and get a recovery. Or are we getting a penalty? Find a little space. Big hit on the Chihuahua player. That was Alan Horowitz. And it goes out into touch. Correction. That was Alan Hevroez on that quick play before the hit. And it looks like we're going to be having a ACU lineout. ACU under recovery. Another high tackle against Chihuahua as ACU will have a chance to kick the ball out into touch. Looks like we got another penalty. Looks like it's another high tackle penalty. I think the ref is just trying his best not to have to pull out a yellow card. Another missed line out. Warday trying to find space. He's been finding space all day. Nice dummy by Trey Cox. Cox breaking a tackle, still on his feet, trying to spin out and taken down just outside the 10. Great low tackle by Chihuahua. Nice attempts by ACU. Trying to crash it right up the middle. Chris Palmer. Finding the space all day and in for the score. That is Brian Switzer. Brian Switzer getting the hat trick for the day. Conversion is no good for Escobedo. ACU up 48, Chihuahua 5. Warday with the 8-man pickup. Breaking off one tackle, breaking off another tackle, still on his feet with the spin out and go. That man does not want to go down at any point in time. Some hard-nosed rugby. Looks like it's going to be a scrum advantage going to Chihuahua. Looks like we have rotating the scrum, so it's going to be a reset, and it will be Chihuahua's ball still. Cannot purposely try and rotate the scrum. Looks like Trey Cox is out and has been substituted in. Correction. Trey Cox has been substituted out after some great play this match. Big hit against Chihuahua, as ACU has shown still a lot of aggression on defense. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Chihuahua trying to kick it out of their territory. Looks like we got a forwards kicking game here. Correction, there's no such thing as a forwards kicking game. It's a backs kicking game. Kicking game sucks for forwards. Recovered by Brian Switzer. Switzer to Sargent. Ball taken out wide. Emmerd still in space, still on his feet. Nice little offload. ACU trying to find space. Nice crashing through, still on their feet. That was Keaton Brewster keeping it up at wing. Pokluda trying to find space. Crash down. Nice two-person tackle. Still back on his feet and is taken down again. Nice bit of backward play and score! That would be Juan Escobedo on the assist by Brian Switzenberg. ACU going up 53-5 on the sweet pass and score. Escobedo trying to get the conversion after his own score, and the conversion is good. ACU going up 55-5 after the conversion. We are late here in the second half. Recovered by Warday. Warday still on his feet, breaking tackles, taking down just outside the 45-meter line. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage going to Chihuahua. Looks like Warday's down a little bit longer on the ground. Looks like we have a bit of an injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He's been playing outstandingly all game. Everybody has. Temperature has definitely dropped out here in the desert. Were they able to walk off of zone power? Chihuahua's trying to take the ball out. Trying to find space. ACU not wanting to give up anything. Big hit by Sargent. And nice recovery, and it's going to come right back as it is going to be on the ref. It's going to be coming right back. It's coming off the penalty advantage that was from the Sargent hit. Chihuahua trying to find space. That was number 3, Vincente. Nice interception by ACU. Great job keeping the ball outside of touch. Looks like Chihuahua's going the wrong direction and trying to find some space. Able to maintain possession. It is still Chihuahua ball. Nice crashing, nice awareness, trying to get back to where the team is at instead of going off on their own. Looks like it's going to be a knock forward against Chihuahua. Scrum advantage going to ACU. Two minutes remaining in the match. ACU with the quick. Switcher trying to find someone off the edge. Knocks the ball on. It is going to be Chihuahua possession. Looks like they're going to take it off of the penalty and not it going out into touch. So there won't be a line out in this. Correction, there will be a line out in this, as they'll take the ball going out into touch as opposed to the knock on. Chihuahua looks like they're not able to, they're just barely able to keep it possession, pushing the ruck. And it's a knock on, ACU recovering. And it looks like we're going to go. And that is game. That is game, folks. Final score, 55-5 ACU in this. Great play by both teams. Great attendance. Thank you to everybody coming out. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time. Sorry we were unable to stream this game the way that we would have liked to. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. But you know what? We still got to love what we have here. This is something that is great that started by these players, by these universities organizing something, and that's how you help the game grow, and that's how you just keep getting better. So I hope everybody continues to enjoy themselves. I hope you guys enjoy this time with us. And my name is GiftTime Abilene right here on the GiftTime Rugby Network. Cheers.